Welcome back to a special edition of Fast Money. We're tackling all your top questions. This next one is from Anthony. He's asking about one of this year's hottest stocks.
What's up, everybody from Fast Money? My name is Anthony. I'm from Miami, Florida. And I want to ask a quick question in regards to us individual investors that we ask ourselves as well. And that is about Zoom. It's about this work-at-home stock that I have in my portfolio. It plunged on November 9th because of vaccine. But now that the COVID cases are surging, and there's most likely going to be more probable lockdowns, my question to you guys is, what's the brief analysis that you can give out on Zoom, just for the long run, from here to 2021, if it's possible? Any pointers and details? I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much.
All right, joining us to help tackle this one is RBC analyst Alex Zukin. Alex, great to have you with us. I think that this question from Anthony is one that we all ask when it comes to a stock like a Zoom. What happens in the post-pandemic world? And I'm wondering, in your analysis, if you backed out, let's say, 20% of the usage that we saw during the pandemic, or whatever number it is that you think will go away post-pandemic, what does that multiple look like?
Yeah, it's a great question. First, Melissa, thanks for having me, and I hope you and your viewers all have a great Thanksgiving, some of which will be on Zoom. Look, we clearly Zoom has benefited from the pandemic by accelerating the category of adoption for video communication. But we think post-pandemic, this is still a very high growth company. You know, next year our upside scenario suggests 65 or up almost 60% growth. The street's at 25. That's off of, a 400% or 350% growth number this year. So we think video isn't going away. If anything, we think it's going to be more part of the conversation, both at large companies that invest in these resources today. While 50% of the Fortune 500 is a Zoom customer, only 12% are paying them over $100,000. So we think there's a lot of opportunity in the enterprise. But bigger picture, we think there's a nascent opportunity for Zoom to monetize the consumer. With this on Zoom platform that they launched at their most recent Zoomtopia conference, we think there's a massive opportunity for them to really leverage an interactive video platform for education, for entertainment, for exercise, and really become the center of gravity for almost a new economic phenomenon. They've turned what was a commodity into a utility, and I think now the real opportunity is how do they, activate this consumer phenomenon that's been unleashed by the pandemic for again, not just video communication, but all manners of commerce that are possible.
And to that point, in terms of getting the consumer on board, Alex, do you think Thanksgiving is going to be one of those opportunities where some consumers, some people out there who might not otherwise use Zoom, maybe a grandma or an uncle, actually uses the platform in order to have a Thanksgiving dinner and may realize, this isn't so bad?
I think everybody wants to be with their families. I think everybody wants to be physically connected, particularly at a time like this. But I think just as we've seen it in our schools, every earnings call that we have with the company, I start off just by thanking the CEO, because I do think that, again, they've enabled us to really, to survive through this pandemic in a way that, few thought would probably be possible. So I think Thanksgiving is absolutely an opportunity for more people to interact for the first time with a platform that connects people wherever they are, globally in a manner that enables them to have a connection. And I think that absolutely is going to be unlocked in Thanksgiving. You've seen it in weddings. You've seen it in other holiday celebrations.
Sure.
You've seen it in education. And I think you're going to continue to see it, again, not just through the pandemic, but well beyond that.
Right. Alex, great to speak with you. Thanks for your time. Have a great Thanksgiving. Alex Zukin.
Thanks, Melissa.
Of
Same
RBC.
to you.
Dan?
Yeah, I see everything that he sees, but I also see a stock trading at 40 times sales and next year's growth that he's talking about as it relates to sales. I also don't see the consumer opportunity that he sees. I don't think any grandmother's paying the $15 a month to subscribe to this. I don't see the opportunity in education too. If you have kids and they're home and they're learning on Zoom, you hate it, okay? It's not something you're gonna sign up for, and it's not something anyone's paying for right now either. So when I think about the enterprise opportunity, I also think about my own usage. I did a Teams call the other day. I did a Google Meet call the other day. I do FaceTime calls. So, this is to me a great product. It's a great service. It's a one-trick pony right now. So you tell me how they're going to monetize that to a greater extent than in a pandemic right now, and how they grow into that valuation. I'm just not so certain they are able to do that next year.
All right.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.